More than 25 years after the original Scary Movie became a cultural phenomenon, the beloved horror comedy franchise is making a triumphant return. Fans around the world have waited years to see the original cast reunite, and now that moment has finally arrived. The atmosphere on set is filled with excitement, nostalgia, and laughter as the stars who helped define a generation of comedy come together once again. Standing in the freezing cold during filming, Marlon Wayans couldn't help but joke with everyone around him. Even while shivering, his trademark humor remained intact. The cast laughed about the weather, their memories, and the surreal experience of returning to a franchise that launched so many careers. For Marlon, the reunion feels like attending a high school reunion where everyone somehow still looks the same. The return of Scary Movie is more than just another sequel. It is a celebration of a comedy legacy that has endured for decades. The original film was released at a time when parody movies dominated pop culture, and its unique blend of outrageous humor, unforgettable characters, and fearless satire made it an instant classic. Now, a new generation of audiences will have the opportunity to experience that same energy, while longtime fans get to revisit characters they have loved for years. Among the most exciting reunions are those of Anna Faris and Regina Hall, whose characters Cindy Campbell and Brenda Meeks became two of the most iconic figures in comedy film history. Looking back on their journeys, both actresses expressed deep gratitude for everything the franchise gave them. For Anna Faris, returning to the set felt incredibly emotional. She recalled how Scary Movie was one of the earliest opportunities in her career, and how she never imagined it would become such an important part of her life. At the time, she was a young actress arriving in Los Angeles with dreams of making it in Hollywood. She had little idea that comedy would become her calling. She described the experience as being thrown into unfamiliar territory without knowing what to expect. Yet that leap of faith turned into one of the most rewarding experiences of her career. Standing on set more than 2 decades later, surrounded by familiar faces, she reflected on how much life had changed since those early days. Regina Hall shared similar feelings. For her, the reunion represents not only a professional milestone, but also a personal one. Over the years, the cast members have built lasting friendships and shared countless memories. Seeing everyone together again reminds her of the bonds that formed during the making of the original films. The actresses joked about how their characters have evolved over time. Cindy and Brenda are now mothers, dealing with responsibilities and challenges that come with adulthood. While they laughed about whether their characters are actually good parents, the discussion highlighted how much time has passed since audiences first met them. One of the most touching aspects of the reunion is the realization that an entire generation has grown up with these movies. What once felt like the beginning of a journey now feels like an important chapter in entertainment history. Yet despite the passing years, the chemistry between the cast members remains as strong as ever. As production continued, the cast filmed scenes involving ambulances, dramatic action sequences, and plenty of the over-the-top chaos that fans expect from a Scary Movie installment. Much of the filming centered around Brenda's luxurious new home, which serves as one of the movie's major locations. According to the cast, a great deal of wild and hilarious action takes place inside the house. True to the spirit of the franchise, audiences can expect unexpected twists, outrageous situations, and plenty of laugh-out-loud moments. The actors tease that the story once again places the characters in danger, forcing them to confront mysterious threats while delivering non-stop comedy. The question of who survives and who doesn't remains one of the biggest mysteries surrounding the film. Like previous entries in the franchise, the new movie plays with audience expectations, making it impossible to predict what will happen next. The highly anticipated 6th installment of Scary Movie is scheduled to arrive in theaters on June 5th, and anticipation continues to grow. However, one of the most fascinating aspects of the production is the enormous involvement of the Wayans family. The Wayans family has long been one of the most influential forces in comedy. Over the years, they have created television shows, films, and characters that have left a lasting impact on entertainment. Their collaborative approach has become legendary in Hollywood. On the set of Scary Movie, family members can be found everywhere. Multiple generations are working side by side, continuing a tradition that began decades ago. Children who once visited sets as young kids are now adults contributing to productions of their own. Marlon Wayans proudly introduced several family members working on the movie, including the son of Damon Wayans. He joked about the challenges of starting at the bottom and learning the realities of film production. Despite coming from a famous family, younger members are expected to earn their place through hard work and dedication. Another family member, Greg Wayans, also joined the production. The playful banter between relatives demonstrated the close-knit nature of the family. While Hollywood often discusses nepotism, the Wayans family emphasizes effort, talent, and proving oneself through performance. According to Marlon, nobody receives special treatment. Family members must audition, compete, and demonstrate their abilities just like anyone else. This philosophy has helped maintain the family's reputation for excellence and creativity. The legacy established by Keenan Ivory Wayans continues to influence everything the family does. From In Living Color to the Wayans Bros, from White Chicks to Scary Movie, the family has consistently found new ways to make audiences laugh. One department working especially hard on the film is the costume team. Because Scary Movie parodies so many horror classics, costume designers face the challenge of creating recognizable villains while still making them unique. The film features numerous versions of Ghostface, each carefully designed to stand out on screen. The costume team revealed that hundreds of decorative details were individually attached to various outfits. Their goal was to ensure that every costume looked impressive both during the day and in nighttime scenes. The result is a visually striking collection of characters that honor horror traditions while maintaining the franchise's comedic identity. As conversations turned toward the future, fans received exciting hints about possible upcoming projects. One of the most discussed topics was a potential sequel to White Chicks. Since its release, the comedy has developed a massive following and remains one of the most requested sequels in Hollywood. Marlon Wayans joked about the exhausting makeup process required to transform into one of the film's iconic characters. Spending hours in makeup every day was challenging, but he acknowledged how much the movie continues to resonate with audiences around the world. The possibility of White Chicks 2 remains a subject of discussion within the family. While no official announcements have been made, the enthusiasm from fans has certainly not gone unnoticed. Another possibility mentioned was a revival of In Living Color, the groundbreaking sketch comedy series created by Keenan Ivory Wayans. The show launched the careers of numerous stars, including Jim Carrey and Jennifer Lopez. Reflecting on those years, Marlon Wayans spoke about the incredible talent that surrounded him. Watching performers like Jim Carrey develop unforgettable characters and seeing Jennifer Lopez evolve into a global superstar provided invaluable lessons about creativity, hard work, and determination. For the Wayans family, comedy has always been about bringing people together. Their films and television shows have entertained audiences across generations, cultures, and backgrounds. As the world continues to face challenges and uncertainty, they believe laughter remains one of the most powerful tools for connection. That philosophy serves as the heart of the new Scary Movie. More than a sequel, it is a reminder of the joy that comedy can bring. It celebrates friendship, family, creativity, and the enduring power of humor. As cameras roll and production nears completion, one thing is clear. The return of Scary Movie is more than just a nostalgic reunion. It is the continuation of a legacy built by talented performers who have spent decades making audiences laugh. Whether it's the return of Cindy Campbell, Brenda Meeks, the involvement of the legendary Wayans family, or the possibility of future projects like White Chicks 2 and In Living Color, fans have plenty to be excited about. When Scary Movie arrives in theaters, audiences can expect the same fearless comedy, unforgettable characters, and outrageous fun that made the franchise famous. And perhaps most importantly, they can expect a reminder that sometimes the best way to face the world is with a big laugh.